Welcome to another edition of Webchat with the Warden. I'm joined by Warden Mayberry. How are you today, sir?
Very good, thanks.
That's great. So we've got a few issues coming up at Council this week I was hoping to discuss with you.
Go ahead.
The first one is the physician recruitment delegation that's coming in. Is there anything you can say to that?
Well, the county has been working on physician recruitment for a number of years, and with a new term of council, there's a new committee. Dr. McElroy, who's a retired doctor, has a number of suggestions for the committee, and so we'll be looking at those suggestions and as we work through the process. And the county has set aside about $10,000 to assist with the procurement of new doctors for the area. And we do recognize that there's a shortage, and we're right now collecting the data to know the number of physicians that we actually need in the future, or either right now or into the near future.
Would you say it's a great need right now?
Well, I guess if you don't have a doctor, it's a great need. For those of us who are fortunate to have a doctor, well, we're probably a little less concerned. But no, for sure. The problem with not having doctors is that people then end up in the emergency room, and they're taking up time that potentially could be used. Also, the role of the doctor in preventative medicine is reduced if you don't have one, to kind of give you guidance along the way.
And you've also got another delegation coming this week from the Thames First Nation about the landfill. What do you foresee for that?
Okay, well, we've met with them previous, and they're concerned that in the way that the request for the terms of reference has been forwarded, that there's been a sort of an ignoring of the treaty rights of the First Nations, and so they simply wanted us to be aware that they have written to the government to say that the Crown, the provincial government, should actually be negotiating with them first, and that hasn't happened. So they're looking at just basically informing County Council of that, and that they have written to the government to explain that to them.
Okay, sounds great. You've also got on Council this week the low flow rebate coming up. Can you tell me a little about that?
Sure. The county's always looking for ways to be as efficient as possible with water use, and have encouraged residents across the country to cut back, and therefore be able to serve more people with the same amount of water. And so they've had a program in the past, and their staff are bringing it forward again for renewal. And it's where every time you put in a low flow toilet, you save $50, and when you put in a low flow washing machine or a high efficiency clothes washer, you save $100, or they get a rebate of $100. And the reason, of course, is that about 50% of all water either is used through the toilet or used through the clothes washer. And so we're looking at ways of trying to reduce that.
Do you foresee a lot of residents taking advantage of this program?
Well, I guess I would hope that if someone was thinking of redoing their bathroom, or if they're buying a new clothes washer, that they might take advantage of the program. I'm not sure that we want everybody to go and tear out all the perfectly good equipment or appliances, but I would certainly encourage them, if they're doing it. It might cost a little extra to buy a low-flow toilet, but we'll save you $50 right off the bat, and then you'll save money as you use less water over a longer period of time.
And is there any restriction to that? Can you replace 2 toilets in your home?
As far as I know, you can replace as many toilets as long as you own the home, and we'll be happy to give you the rebate.
Great, that sounds awesome. And just one last thing here I'd like to ask you about. We've got some road work coming up as well for Council.
Yes. Well, the staff has asked for, they brought forward the tenders for the pavement for 2015 and 2016, and they're asking Council to approve almost $9 million for pavement and awarding the contract of permanent paving.
Okay, and do you foresee this going through?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's in the budget. So we were anticipating to do about $5 million worth of paving this year, and about $4.5 million next year, something like that. And so staff has presented in the budget, council passed the budget, so I think this will simply be a matter of saying yes to a contract or to a tender.
Great. It sounds like you've got a full council coming up.
Well, it won't be the busiest council we've ever had, but there's some important issues, and I think it's also about sending a message to the community that we are moving forward all the time and trying to resolve issues as they come along.
That sounds great. Thank you so much for meeting with me.
Shelby.
Great. So this has been another edition of Web Chat with the Warden, and we'll see you next time.